Selectmen's meeting, first thing on the agenda is pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Any adjustments, Chris?
Well, I was looking at my agenda before the meeting, and it's in your packet under number 10. It was the Board of Directors for the Tax Collector and Treasurer Association. It didn't make it onto the agenda.
Okay.
So, I mean,
But it's in there.
It's in
Yeah.
there.
Put it under
Yeah,
number 10.
It's in there.
Yeah.
So, that's all I have.
Okay. Review and approve meeting minutes.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to approve the April 10th, 2019 budget meeting minutes.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
And Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to approve the April 10th, 2019 regular meeting minutes.
Any discussion?
I'll second.
You do?
I second it, yeah. No, I said a second.
Oh, okay. All in favor? Public to speak on a non-agenda item. Okay. Boards and committees? What do we got? Nada. Disbursement warrant, AP warrant FY 1949.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to approve AP warrant number 49 in the amount of $519,736.27.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Liquor license, Forks in the Air.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to approve the liquor license renewal for Forks in the Air. I'm sorry. For Forks in the Air LLC, doing business as Forks in the Air, as presented.
Second.
Any discussion? I see Karen's here if anybody has a question.
How did that ice bar work outside?
Phenomenal.
No kidding. That was the first year you tried it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it was our best bar sales ever in 2.5 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Is that portable?
It was the ice shot glasses people really loved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was the winter Palooza?
Yeah.
Holy cow. Well, that works.
Yeah, it's different, fun. That's great. Congratulations with that. Very creative.
Cool. Who thought of that?
I
Good job.
And the shot glasses were ice? They were.
Yes,
Oh,
I made
that's,
them.
you made them.
Yeah, there's a mold you can buy.
Okay.
Wow. Cool.
Excellent.
Yes.
Cool. Question? You have a question? Oh.
Nope, I'm just waiting.
I didn't even say anything. All in favor? Vendor's license, High Low Tide, seafood truck.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the application for vendor's license renewal for Wayne Dubé, who's doing business as High Tide, Low Tide Seafood with a site-specific place of Alice Smith's property at 2632 Main Street.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Correspondence, O&H Construction, support of a grant to rebuild Loon Lake Road. Whoa.
Look at Joe here.
Nothing I know about, I don't, well, original plan was doing something, but I ain't sure what's up now, I don't know.
I'm Nate on this one.
You have anything about this, Keith?
Proposals are out for engineering or something.
Yeah, we're trying, you wanna seek engineering services,
Yeah.
so that's where we're at right now. And I don't
Okay.
have-
So would this be, so, yeah, I'm glad you're here. So the RFP went out for engineering. So would this be something secondary that we'd have to put out for the public-private, I mean, for the in-kind?
I have to research that.
Okay.
I was actually asked that question today. I met with Colin from EJB Engineering out of Bridgeton. Is the first person that actually had questions in regards to the RFP, and that was one of his questions. So I have to go to that, obviously, with the Northern Borders grant we're applying for right off here.
Yeah.
I have to just, not sure the pieces,
Okay.
how they fit.
Yeah.
I still think it plays a role, just a matter of how.
Right.
Sorry.
see you had a deadline, you're supposed to start this fall or something. I was wondering if the state was making you spend the money, I didn't know.
I don't have an answer for that one either.
Oh.
I unfortunately, last week, I missed that conversation, and prior to that, I wasn't, I was involved in it, but not to that extent, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mark, do you have a question?
I did. So that request for proposals there for the engineering on the Moon Lake Road went out already?
Correct.
Okay. Is there a list of which engineers were, how was it publicized?
I can find that out for you. I honestly, I came in this morning and didn't understand.
Rebecca
didn't know
handled it,
so.
she had a list, I don't know what it is, but Rebecca would be able to give you that information.
Okay.
Okay.
So that isn't something that goes to the selectmen first, those proposals they had to
Okay?
look at first before they go out?
I can tell you that I've had a great deal of communications this morning in regards to emails from engineering firms that I've never heard of before, so it definitely reached new parties or new firms, so. Sure.
Is there a timeline for this thing? When we might,
May 1st.
and how about when they decide? Do we,
I didn't get a chance to go
Yeah.
over
Okay.
any of that. I apologize.
Question.
well, yes.
So is this part of a new request? Because wasn't it before that we did a private-public partnership when we were doing the first Northern's Grant application? And then this one is a new one because of the cutoff? Or, do you remember?
I wasn't part of it.
Do you remember what I
I
mean?
wasn't very heavily involved with that first one either at that point. I can certainly find out.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you. Anybody have any more stuff?
Just to, Mr. Chairman?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think I recall John Madigan saying that this was new because the Rangeley didn't get the first one they applied for.
Okay.
Okay.
And
That's right.
I didn't know they were reapplying for it. But, I do know the other one was,
That one wasn't.
they didn't get it,
right.
and that one was over what he had said.
Right, okay.
So
Correct.
this would be.
Correct.
But we needed that one like last minute, I think.
Yeah, that was last night.
So will it be you and the town manager reviewing the
I
candidates?
believe so, yes.
Cool.
And from there, obviously, as Mark stated with the Northern Board's application, Daryl and Jeff were heavily involved in that. More so Daryl. He did a lot of investigation in regards to the denial of the last grant process with very little answer in regards to any kind of reasoning of why we were denied, other than we weren't shovel-ready.
Right, yeah, that's
So-
right, we weren't shovel-ready.
At this point right now, we feel that we could, move forward quite rapidly if that grant came through, so.
Cool. Sounds like a plan. Anybody else? Okay, moving on. Downtown revitalization plan update. It's from Wright Pierce.
So they had originally put together a proposal that was kind of encompassed the parking behind the chamber. The park commission did not want that unless there was a net gain of at least 10 spaces. We could only get 8 out of there. So they reworked the proposal and
Right.
took that out and did some more lining of Lake Street and lowered the price down from $9,500 to $8,600. So what I'm looking for is a motion to approve the town manager sign off on this.
Yeah, because I see it says in here they've taken the park out
Yeah.
totally, which, thank you. Okay.
Uh,
David?
yeah.
So there's gonna be no new parking? They wanna turn the parking, but there's gonna be no new parking?
They're
I
gonna
understand that, right?
line, they're gonna
No.
line Main Street and go up Lake Street
Right.
for what they're calling a net gain.
Yeah.
They're not entertaining the idea of going behind the Chamber of Commerce and
Yeah.
making that green space.
They wanted to put more
Right.
parking in the park, but that would just, that would kind of mess up what we've just done for drainage and everything. You'd start paving over stuff. Well, I don't know, and I'm sure the park commission doesn't want it.
Who did Wright Pierce design it, said you only get 8 spots?
Correct. Well, say design, but through their processes, determine that you're going to get, through the ADA compliance, you're going to get.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, yeah. You have to have ADA
That's
compliance.
the hang up on anything you're going to have.
Yeah, that's new, right?
And the other proposal, obviously, at that park was to have 8 to 10 spots that came diagonal by the basketball court into the tennis court in that
Right.
stretch. But the park commission in their last meeting determined that they didn't want the obstruction of view when you, as you look down the road. You already have that focal points. I mean, why put cars there and obstruct?
I don't think we,
I'll leave the packet the way it is, and that'd be my suggestion, but what,
Mark?
nothing to me.
So they're still gonna, are they still gonna have a public hearing about parking?
Yeah.
At some point in
Oh, yeah.
the future, so this is just to get rid of the diagonal stuff, is it, and the restriping?
Yeah,
Right.
Correct.
Okay, that's what they're gonna do for the time being.
I guess so, yeah. Well, make it easier for the semis to get through and everything.
Do you have a plan for that park? I never see it, I've been working on it, pretty interesting.
Plan for, I'm sorry, for what do you?
How did he come up with a plan for the snow melt?
Well, they worked in conjunction with the downtown revitalization
Yeah, I'm on that too.
plan.
They,
Just curious how we.
Jeff they went off of Google Maps,
Oh, there's your answer.
aerial images.
Whatever, I mean, the park commission only go there, they come through, but I mean, everything's set up perfect. I had a sidewalk from Alpine Shop down there,
Yeah.
everything.
I don't know. But I know they didn't want it in the park, so, because it's not gonna be in the park. What else
So
we got
Tony?
here? Yes,
Yeah, I
I'm
just-
sorry.
No, it's fine. So I just want to thank you for putting in the email from Jeff Preble, just knowing that it does tie in with the contract and it's not going to come back, and so thank you. You know, that this is something that can fall within their general services contract. It's just like an amendment or change order, so I
Exactly.
appreciate it. And in our prior, one of our prior packets, there was a draft letter from Kate to Poland Spring asking them for $120,000 to help with this parking reconfiguration because their trucks benefit from the wider access. So they're looking to, there's an attempt to get them to help with that expense.
So I just learned that,
Yep.
yeah, I just learned that the state owns the sidewalks, I thought the town did. But the state owns them, I guess,
Correct.
so they should be responsible for every work. Now, I guess town's responsible for maintenance or something.
Correct, we plow them, but the state will repair.
They work with repair, I never knew that, I thought the town owned the
Mhm.
sidewalks.
At least on
So
the
that,
paper.
Well, at least along Main Street, yes.
so that thing you're talking about, the right piers for 8,000-10,000, that ain't just for striping the roads,
It's the $8,600 would cover design and ADA layout for parking on Main Street. So you have to adjust, design for curbing, cut it, the cutoffs, or the cut-ins and everything. 'Cause it'll, as, when we went with the state, they wanna see a crosswalk every X. feet.
Right.
So you'll have to realign those.
just basically, their bid is just to mark it out, and it's like 10,000 just to mark it out.
Essentially, for design.
46, yeah,
Check with the
they've
state.
got a, yeah. And they did meet with the state, that DEP
Yeah, I don't
did,
know their name.
okay. Or DOT, sorry.
We all good?
Yes.
So can I have a
So you
motion to
need-
approve the town manager to sign off on this?
Oh, motion please?
Yeah, should I reference it as Exhibit B, or do you want me just to, it's amendment number 1 to the agreement between, is that what you,
Exhibit B, maybe mention the project number, the 14020B, it's right underneath, it's the top right.
oh, I didn't bring my glasses, Tracy.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
yeah, okay. Oh, goodness, okay, so I'll make a motion to approve Exhibit B, Engineering Services Agreement, Services Task Order Form for project number 14020B. It would be amendment number 1 to the agreement between the town of Rangeley and Wright Pierce for the downtown revitalization plan, which addresses parking on Main Street in the amount of $8,600.
Second.
Any more discussion? All in favor? Okay. Draft media policy.
Okay, so I reworked this to try and include what everybody's suggestions, except for the shredding paper, which, as I got into it, this is a media policy, so shredding papers didn't really fall into it. But shredding papers and any kind of destruction of documents is actually under a state statute. We have a disposition schedule, and everything has to be documented and recorded before it's destroyed, all that business. So I'm really welcome to look at that. It's a pretty thick policy, but if you're interested in looking at what the guidelines are and the times that we're supposed to hold on to things, I'd be more than happy to provide that to you. But all the other notes that you had suggested, I stuck them in there. If you're okay with this, I would need a motion approving it as the first reading of the policy, and then we'd have to go into your packets again at the next meeting for the second reading before we officially adopt it. It's still open for changes if I miss something or you see something else you want added.
Got everything, I think we asked for in here, cell phone, personal device. Yep. Shelley?
So I would motion that we table it until we have a full board.
Sure.
Because I know that Steve had a bunch of questions, and I want to make sure that his stuff
Okay.
is answered.
Not a problem. I need a motion.
Make a motion that we table the media policy until a full board is available.
Second.
All in favor? Okay. New business. Who we got? It's empty.
Nothing. Any business.
That's okay. We can live with that. Town manager report, department head updates, which we have. I don't think we need, do you want her to read them for any reason? Anybody? It's mostly for us anyway, so whatever. No? Okay, we'll move on. Unless you have something
No.
really
Yep, it's all.
earth-shattering. Okay. Calendar, May 6th, public hearing for Overlook Sidewalk
That would be 5 PM.
at 5 o'clock, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prior to our regular meeting, so.
Right here?
Yes.
Yeah. Raise the floor update. Was Paul Reynolds supposed to?
So I forwarded this on to the school, and Paul, so, or not Paul, but I forwarded on to the school with
Yep.
the explanation that, if they had anybody that they wanted to go and speak with the legislature, the information was included within
Okay.
the email. So I'm sure Freddie Flaherty was there on behalf since we
Okay.
bought into that.
Bonus. Okay, where are we? Select board communication. No. We're not having executive session. And number 13 is adjournment, unless somebody has something.
I didn't know if this, did we need to vote on this at all?
No, that was just an
Just
FYI.
information.
She was picked to be on the board of directors for the
Okay.
Treasurers and Tax Association, so,
Okay,
yeah, that was just an FYI.
all right, thank you.
Cool.
All right, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Thank you, folks.
I know, yeah.